All right. Went in and got me a soda. It's getting pretty damn hot out here. All right. That other, we're on our last video here for the day. First video was this, you know, giving an introduction of the, you know, everything I had laid out. Next one was the, where I repaired this here flex pipe, and then I greased the trailer. I run out of grease before I could get back there to the tandems to grease the brake cans and everything, or the slack adjusters. What I ended up doing was I ended up scavenging the canister I had in that one, the manual one, and I still got a little bit of grease in it. I'll have to buy a new grease deal. But here we go. I've got the 19mm socket in here. We're gonna break this loose. We're doing the service on the APU. Like I said, I'm not gonna mess with the screen today. Boy, last time I had it serviced over Thermo King. Boy, that old boy tightened it way tighter than he needed to. There we go. There we go. There we go. Where's my rag? Oh. I normally wear disposable mechanic gloves, but I ran out of them and I just haven't bought any more. But all right. I drained the oil first. I let it run for a little bit. Let it warm up. Tends to run out a little better if you do. Some guy was trying to tell me it only takes 4 or 5 quarts. Yeah, it takes quite a bit more than 4 quarts. Hell, it's well over a gallon. This is probably a little low, you know, a tad low, because I'm about, I probably should have had it, we're first part of July. I probably should have had this done first part of June, because we had this serviced. I didn't do the last service. The last service was done over here at Thermo King. They want well over $300 to service them, and you know, it's kind of one of those deals where you got to weigh your deal. You know, you want to save a little bit of money, or you want to spend some more time with the family. I needed to get this done because of that flex pipe. And they wasn't going to be able to get to it till next week sometime. And with that being broke like that, and it's real loud for one, which, you know, I could have gotten by with it being loud. You know, yeah, it's annoying, but my biggest deal is if you run that like that, you could burn your valves up or something. It ain't good on it. So yeah, then the wife, the little woman, she's off getting me some brackets, because I had to remove the muffler in order to get that flex pipe on there. So she's going to get that, and we're gonna, well, that's, as you can see, it's just a real slight stream. I don't know if I can get this off with just my hand. Nope. Get the dipstick out of there, out of my way. See, it's just enough. Once I unscrew this, hell, it might end up. I'm gonna get a rag and put down here. Oh, it's already starting to drain a little bit. And I clean her up. Clean her up real good. You want to make sure that this is all clean. Doesn't have any dirt or old nasty oil on there. If need be, I'll get some paper towels. And I got a jug of clean oil in the truck. I got some, like I said, I got some clean oil in the truck. You take your finger and put the, matter of fact, I'll go get it right now and we'll just put that on. I don't have enough oil. That is antifreeze, and this is oil. I don't normally run this oil. Alright, this is a full gallon. It ain't been opened yet. This is the first time I opened it. Yep, still got the cellophane on it. Close her back up. All right. Now, what I do, get this opened up. Open this up. Yeah, get the filter opened up. Keep the jug upside down so it gets some oil on the cap. See, gives me enough to put on my finger so I can lube this up. That way, by doing that, by lubing that O-ring up, by lubing this O-ring up, when you go to turn it on, it's you eliminate the issues of that O-ring buckling, and you don't want that to buckle. There we go. Now this, normally I have a clean rag, but I used them all up when I did my grease. So that's nice and tight. Yeah, you don't want to use the wrench to tighten it on there. All right, now what I end up doing, yeah, I probably shouldn't, but I do. What I do is for the fuel one, I do the same thing as far as putting the oil on the ring, on the O-ring. What I do with it, here we go. Like I said, I probably shouldn't do it, but I do. Sometimes if I see a guy at the fuel island, I'll ask to use his, while he's pumping, I'll just have him, you know, trickle a little bit of diesel in here. That way it's got good clean diesel. Otherwise, in this case, like right now, I dump the diesel from here onto here. Right, you know, I take it from this filter and put it in this filter, and then I use power service to add to it. All right. All right. All right. You see that? It's kind of hard to I kind of like this big pair of pliers here, because see, now it's to the point where I can do, and I got these from a Snap-on guy. I seen him sitting around, and he just happened to, I just happened to be there. It was out in the middle of nowhere up in northern Iowa, and the Snap-on guy was at a shop, and there was enough room so where I could get in there. So I just jumped in there. Oop. Oop, 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 oop. You're gonna have a little bit of spillage there. But you're not going to be all the way full. Your filter will not be all the way full after you do this. That is why. And then, as you can see here, and see how it's dripping? You want to hurry up and get your filter back on there. See, and I put the power service in there. So, all right, now you're back. All right, there we go. Clean this off as good as I can. And grab me a different rag. None of them are clean at this point. Full oil filters on. Now all we got to do is get this plug back in here. Put the plug back in. And here, before I do that, whoop, let's get that bottom of the pan cleaned off. Clean the bottom of the pan. All right. All right. Really should use a torque wrench. I got a couple torque wrenches at the house. Clean off as much of this diesel as I can. Then there was a little bit of oil up here, so clean that off. All right, now right. Normally when I pour my oil, I got this front deal on here, and so nope, little woman's back. I don't know if she got me my deal or not. Here's my filter, my funnel I mean. Filling her up. If she registers on the dipstick, I'll go ahead and start it up. That way the fuel might, because it's only going to be, I've only got a gallon. But if it registers on the dipstick, we'll be all right. I'll just go in the truck stop here, fuel stop, and buy me another gallon. I'll buy 2 gallons because I want one in the truck This one here I'm using as my extra for the truck for when I'm running. A lot of times when I stop, I'm stopped out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, we'll give that a minute and see how she does. We'll be right back. Howdy, howdy. We're back. I checked the oil. It's not even touching the dipstick, so... Little woman, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Compare that to the new one. I guarantee you. Huh? Yeah, diesel. 1540, yep. Yeah, look at that. I guarantee you the reason this one here is so black is because that was broke and the exhaust was going inside this box for a week. Granted, it had been dark. It wouldn't have been as dark as it is because that's pure exhaust. That's pure exhaust. All right. There we go. All right. Now, there we go. All right, so we got air filters changed. Last video was fixing that, so that's done. And I don't think I mentioned this here was from the pump there, injector pump. This was leaking. I tightened her down and it's ran for a good, 30 to 40 minutes, and it's all dry just like this one. So I think I turned it like 3, maybe 4 turns. And the oil, I'll have to clean that up. But the used oil I put back in the containers, and then I take it over to Walmart and they recycle it. Little woman's over getting the oil. I don't know how long that's going to take, so we'll be back once I get the oil in there. All right, while I'm waiting, I'll get rid of some of this used oil. Might be able to get rid of it all. Yep, maybe not. Oop. Yep. Wasn't able to get her all. I'll have to put the lid on. Clean the jug. Here we go. All right. And that's pretty much it. I'll as you can see, we cleaned everything up. I still got just a squirt left in there.
$49 for 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I was over. I figured I was low on oil. I don't know how much of this. I'm about a little over halfway through that jug. Let's see where we're at. We're damn near half full. Yeah, when I put that 1 gallon in, I wasn't even touching the dipstick, so I figured now I'm not going to start it. I'm about 3/4 of the way through that second jug. Let's see where we're at on the dipstick. Oh, we're full. We're just a hair over the full mark. But there again, the oil filter has no oil in it yet, so here it is. Hey, turn that knob, that middle knob, turn it all the way so where it's on cold. There's no triangles or anything up, is there?
Stand by.
All right, no, that's fine. The middle one is the temp one. Turn it back and forth and keep it all the way over on the cold so the APU will start. It'll most likely run pretty rough right here in the beginning. I'll let that run. I'll let that run for a little bit. Make sure there's no leaks. You know, all the filters I put on, make sure there's not leaking. Make sure the bolt on the bottom isn't leaking. The line that I tightened up, make sure that's still good. Make sure there's no exhaust leak on the top or the bottom. And she brought me the clamp, so I'll get them on for the muffler. Other than getting this, I just gotta button her back up, put the casing back together. We're good to go. Yeah, that's Thermo King there. I bring way more tools than I need, but when you're out here and you got everything stretched out, you really can't leave unless you throw everything in the vehicles. So I make sure I bring more than I need. You guys have any questions or what have you, go ahead and leave a comment. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, by God. You guys have a good one.